Hey, I wanted to jump on here and introduce this new training method that we have come up with recently. Actually, my business partner, Jen, has come up with this, and it is brilliant. She is a neuro coach and she's into that brain based learning style. Well, the method that she has developed and we're going to start implementing, or we have already started implementing, it's, the first part, we call it the foundations of leadership. And this is built around expansion, expanding the knowledge and the skills and the experiences that we already have and just building onto them. So if you think of your life as one big puzzle, all right, with a bunch of different puzzle pieces, every piece of knowledge and skill and experience that you have, both personal and career, they go into this puzzle one piece at a time, okay? Well, a lot of times when we go through training, one of the first things they do is they say, well, you kind of been doing this wrong, or you've been doing this not exactly correct. And we're going to teach you this brand new way so you can kind of forget about this other way. And one of the most difficult things to do as a leader is to unlearn what we already know, because it almost gives us, as soon as we hear that term, we're going to change you or we're going to transform you, automatically our mind subconsciously goes through these thoughts of, man, I'm inferior. I'm not doing it right. I need to transform. What have I been doing all these years? Why hasn't this happened sooner? What's this change going to be like? And because change and transformation is just a fancy word for change. And the thing is, when our brain hears change or transformation, we go through a lot of these feelings, and these feelings aren't necessarily congruent with the best learning environment. So when people and trainers and coaches say, hey, we're going to transform you, we're going to change you, we're going to make you and help you become the best leader possible through all this transformation, what they're telling you deep down is you need to change, and they can help you change. They can walk you through that change. Well, with this whole expansion methodology of learning that we're teaching now and we're coaching through, is we don't want you to forget all those other puzzle pieces that make up your puzzle. We instead want you to add pieces on. We provide you with new puzzle pieces, with new knowledge, with new skills, with new experiences, information, and you add those puzzle pieces to your big puzzle. And what happens here is you apply all of your knowledge and skills and experiences to the new information you're getting. And that allows you to truly grow and expand your leadership skills and knowledge. Because when you're using all your old skills and knowledge, even though it may not be the best, or we're going to, at the time, or however you want to look at it, we're going to improve you by adding to that. We're not going to take away anything. We're not going to ask you to unlearn. We're not going to ask you to change or transform. We just want to add to your current knowledge. Now, the cool thing is, and this is the best type of learning environment for professional growth or progressive growth, because it continuously adds on. And we use this learning loop, all right? And it's a growth loop. And what this does, we teach on the 6-month program that we offer, we teach 1 week. And then for the whole week, or we have a call every week for 6 months. And we go through 10 leaders at a time, can go through at once in one cohort. And so we get on an hour call, we teach. Then that week, we give you an actionable step that you are going to apply in your leadership position within your team. And what that does is we're going to give you the action step. You're going to apply it. You're going to review it. Then you're going to adjust however you need to adjust, because every leader's environment and situation is just a little bit different. So you might have to tweak it a little bit. And then you're going to build on that. And you build in the next week's session. So every session will start with reviewing what we learned last week, how you applied it, what did you learn in the review, how did you have to adjust it, and then we're going to build on top of that. So what this does, for 6 straight months, we're continuously building and building and building. Think of a 3D printer, and you're just continuously building and building and building. And we're adding to, we're not transforming you, we're not making you change. We're taking what you already have and we're bringing out your strengths. We're adding pieces here and there. And all of this knowledge helps you become the best individual leader that you can be. That's the first part of our learning. Well, we have the foundations of leadership, then it goes into the leadership standard. And standard is an acronym, and that's 3 months long. And then the last 3 months, or the last 2 months, 2.5 months, is the superior team, where superior is an acronym. And that's where we really add these puzzle pieces and expand your leadership knowledge to ensure that you can create the best team possible, the superior team. Now, if it wasn't for this expansion, we'd be doing the same thing that we've been doing for the last 9 years. And some of it was very successful, but it was most successful for the people who really took it and grasped a hold of it and applied it every day. So we're going to have 6 months with leaders. We're going to be training them for 6 months through this expansion process and this progressive growth. And at the end of 6 months, it's going to be a habit for them. All the things that they're learning, it's going to be a habit. And then if they want, they can jump into a membership program, which is very, very reasonably priced. And you get on a weekly call with a bunch of other leaders, and we still continually to learn one topic a week. So, but it all revolves around this thought of expansion and building on, adding puzzle pieces. Because as a leader, your leadership journey is one step at a time. It's not all at once, and it's a journey that you continuously add, and it's never over. The more seasoned of a leader you become, the more you're going to realize that, man, this thing about leadership experts, when do you ever get to be an expert? Because think about it, unless you've led every person in the world, I beg to differ that you're an expert. You might be mastering leadership skills. You may be mastering, the skills and the knowledge that you're having with the people you have, but that might not always work when you get new people in. And that's where our system, our learning system of the learn, apply, review, adjust, and build, that is continuously going. So that's going to be second nature to you once you finish our 6 months. And whenever you come across something and you find somebody new and something's not working, you can just go back to that chart of, hey, okay, I learned this, I know this, I'm going to review this, I applied it, I reviewed it, how do I need to adjust it to make it work for this individual, for this team? Because every team's different, every individual is different, every situation's different, and your puzzle is unique to you. There's not one other puzzle in the world that is identical to yours, because nobody has lived in your shoes. Therefore, you're going to take on the information that we give you, and you're going to take it on a little bit different based on your puzzle and compared to somebody else's puzzle. So we're really excited about this. I want Jen to write an article for Harvard Business Review, and because it's just so powerful. It's this brain level learning where we can apply and we can get instantaneous results that's going to last for a very long time. So if you're interested in that, jump on board and let me know what you think about this whole expansion as opposed to unlearning and as opposed to changing and transforming. And believe me, I was on that transformation train ride for a long time. I was on the unlearning train ride. Jen went through this neuro stuff and I'm like, wow, that makes a lot of sense, because you do want that progressive growth. You don't want to have to go back. You want to start where you have all the information you have, and you just want to add to that. So this is really exciting for us. We're really excited about it, and we hope you join us. So if you're interested, give us a call. If not, just like, comment on this video, and share it with any other leader you know.